Hello students, in my last video I had covered up with you all with the topic of chapter number 1 network technologies, the topic called as network terminologies. So various terms that has been used while you are working with networking. Okay, I have told you about internet, I have told you about intranet, I have told you about what is ISP, I have told you what is a website, what is a web portal, home page, link, hyperlink, hypertext, hypermedia and uniform resource locator. So in my last video I have covered up till uniform resource locator. Okay, I expected you have understood the previous video about the definitions. Here in this part you are supposed to know the definitions, various definitions of network terminologies. Okay, even bandwidth also we have explained with that of. Okay, so till here I expect that you have understood it. The next one more terminology is about your IP address and domain name system. So in this video I will cover up for you all. So what is an IP address? IP address is a unique address which consists of numbers into it that is assigned to each device connected to the internet. Okay, IP address is a set of numbers, you can say a set of numbers which is assigned to every devices which is connected to the internet. It gets linked with all online activity that you do. Okay, so whatever activities that you are doing online, it get linked to your IP address. The unique string of numbers, that is a set of numbers, is provided to each computer by Internet Engineering Task Force, that is IETF. Okay, this number is provided to each computer by the IETF, that is Internet Engineering Task Force. The IP address is made up of a string of 4 numbers which may vary from 0 to 255 and are separated by dots. Okay, so this a set of numbers are of 4 numbers which may vary from 0 to 255 and are separated by dots. Just see an example over here. So you are having 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set, that is 4 set of numbers, 4 string of numbers which is separated by dot. Can you see over here dot? It is separated by dot. Okay, and the number, all the set of number is between 0 to 255. If you give 256 it will not work. It is within 255. Okay, is that clear? So what is an IP address? An IP address is a set of numbers. Okay, an IP address is a set of numbers that is assigned to each device. That is assigned to each device which is connected to the internet. Okay, this IP address is linked with all online activities that you do. Okay, so whatever online activities that you are doing is been linked with this IP address. Okay, this set of number which is been provided to each computer is been given by the Internet Engineering Task Force, that is IETF. It is given by Internet Engineering Task Force. Okay, this IP address is a set of numbers varying from 0 to 255 and are separated by dots. It is separated by dots. It is a set of 4 numbers separated by dots. Is that clear to all? Yes. Now next, come on to the domain name system. What is this domain name system? Okay, so a domain name system, that is DNS, is the phone book of the internet. It has been considered as the phone book of an internet. All computers on the internet communicate with each other using IP address. So all computers on the internet communicate with each other using the IP address, which are the set of digits, which are the set or a string of digits of numbers. But when we search for a website, we do not enter the website's IP address. But when we search for a website, we do not enter the website's IP address, but type the domain name of a website. We type the domain name of a website. It is the domain name system service that translates the domain name into IP address and helps the user to connect a website. Clear? So, domain name system DNS is the phone book of an internet. All the computers on the internet communicate with each other using the IP address, which is the string of numbers. But when we are searching for a website, we do not write the website's IP address, but we write the domain name of a website. It is the domain name system service that translates domain name into IP address and helps the user to connect to the website. Is that clear to all? What is domain name system? In a simpler way, you are typing the name of a website, okay, in such a way that it has been converted into IP address and then connects the website to the user. That's it. Is that clear to all? Yes? So, the next topic is working in a network environment. How are you doing networking? Okay, working in a networked environment. How are you doing networking? That is how you may connect from one computer to another, or how you may connect internet to your computer. All these things you are learning in this. So in today's age, working with computer networks has become a regular thing in educational institutions, multinational companies and government agencies. Basically, you will find computer networks everywhere. Thus, it is very important for everyone to understand the basic operations in a networked environment. So, how you are logging on to a computer network? Okay. So, just look into the picture, understand the information also. Now, let us now understand how to connect a computer network so that we can share the information with other computers in the same network. Logging on is the process of connecting to a computer network. This process authenticates your identity as a computer user authorized to enter and use the network. The operating system Windows 7 is quite compatible for networking purpose. When you start a networked computer, before the desktop appears on a screen, a logon prompt appears on a screen asking you to enter your username and password to connect to your computer to the network. Yes, just see the next page. Just see over here. It is asking for the username and the password, and press enter to log on the network computer. You will get this screen if you are giving a password to your computer. Yes or no? Okay, just see over here this picture. Yes, can you see over here? Network, my network places. Okay, so as you click on this, it will just show you what and all has been connected to your computer or a laptop. So you can see one desktop has been connected and 2 printers have been connected to your computer. Yes, so this is the thing how you are connecting other devices to your computer. Yes. So, and if you want to lock your computer, you want to give password, as others no need of accessing your computer. You don't want any others to access your computer. So that time, in this way, you will get a dialog box. Okay, input the username, enter your password, press enter key to log on to your network computer. Okay, so you are giving a password over here. This is your username. Here it has been displayed as Paul. Paul has been locked as Paul gave a password, and press enter key. It will open, or else it will not open your computer system. This is the thing over here. Okay, the same thing has been written over here in this paragraph. After successfully logging to the computer, we can view the data available on the network. If we wish to exit from the network, click on the logout button. Can you see over here, logout button? Okay, find the button in the start menu. Every network provides user accounts to its user to help them access the network. The user account is identified by a unique user ID that comprises of username and password. After you enter the username and password, the network identifies you to be an authorized user and grants you access to the network. Okay. And next one is viewing shared resource on a network, accessing a file from a shared drive. So these are the steps that you are supposed to know, viewing a shared resource on a network. Once you are logged on to a computer network, you can view all the content and data of the network. To access the data from the network, click on the start menu and then select the network icon. I just now told you, click on the start menu and click on network icon here. Okay. The network windows appear on the screen. Here you can see all the computers that have been listed for sharing the network computers. Under the other devices printers categories, you can also view other devices which are connected to the network. Just see over here. Just now I told you, you can see which are the computers, how many computers are connected, and other devices which are connected into your network places you can see over here. Okay. Now for the time being, I am connected over here in this picture with only one computer. But other devices, there are two printers connected over here. You can see. Okay. These are the things that you can see when you are viewing a shared resources on your network. Okay. Then accessing a file from the shared drive. Follow the steps to access the file or a folder from the shared drive. That is, click on the start menu and go to network icon again. A window will appear. You will see the different computer available on the network. Click on the shared computer when you have to access the data. To copy the file in a folder, right click on it and select the copy option. Now go to your destination computer device where you want to paste the copied file or folder. Then right click on the view pane and select the paste option. See, actually this what it has been telling over here, accessing a file from a shared device means क्या है कि आपको जो कंप्यूटर कनेक्टेड है आपके शेयर्ड नेटवर्क प्लेसेस में इसमें, ठीक है. You are going into this, giving a right click and open, searching for the file which you want, search for the file, give a right click and click on copy, come to your computer, give any drive, click on any drive and paste it. That is called as accessing a file from a shared drive. Okay. Is that clear to all? So listen now. Here I complete with your chapter number 1, network technologies. Okay. I complete with your chapter number 1 explanation here. Clear? In the next video, I will make a video of a summary of the explanation what I have done in a quick glance, as well as in the same video I will discuss with you the question answers of this chapter, exercise of this chapter. Okay, exercise as well as the question answer discussion will be done in the next video along with the summary. I expect that you have understood this chapter. Clear? If you feel that you are having any doubt, make a note into your notebook and keep. As soon as the school reopens or as soon as we feel like we are in touch, we are in contact with each other, we can ask for the questions. Is that clear? Yes. Have a note into your rough book what doubts you are having and keep. And when I am discussing question answers into your video in the next video, I want those question answers to be written in your notebook. Is that clear to all? Yes. I expect that you have understood the whole chapter. Yes. So I'll just repeat what and all I have done. See, in my chapter I have told you the definition of data communication and networking, computer network and its components. I have told you various components which we are using. Okay. Then advantages of computer network I have covered up. Then I have told you major components of computer network, that is NOS, NIC. Then types of NICs I have told you. What is a modem I have explained you. What is hub, definition of hub, switch, okay, as well as bridge. What is a gateway, what is a router, what is a repeater I have explained. I have even explained you the network architecture, two types of network architecture, types of computer network, that is you have learned 4 basic types of computer networks. Then you have learned even about the transmission media, that is of 2 types, that is physical and wireless media. Okay. Then you have learned about wireless technologies that we are using into our day-to-day life nowadays. Okay. Then you have learned about network terminologies, as well as the last part is how to work with networked environment, how to have networking into your computer with other devices as well as other computers. This much you have learned in this chapter. In the next video I'll give you the summary again of this chapter, as well as discussion of your question answers and exercise will be done. Okay, until then, thank you.